Yo, these pickles are so good. What a pregnant thing to say and what a pregnant thing to eat.
Now I do what I want, like I said. Now I do what I want. Everybody know I'm better. Hey, yeah, I'm better.
So first things first, let me apologize, you guys, for not keeping you updated. I know I haven't posted in a while. I posted my reaction video and telling my family and friends, and that's it. But I'm gonna start hopefully knocking these videos out. It just is a lot of work and I'm tired all the time. Please forgive me. These intros on these videos are always so long, so let's just get into it. So I found out I was pregnant December 28th, so I was 4 weeks. It was crazy because right after I found out I was pregnant, I feel like all my symptoms hit me like a ton of bricks. Like I just had to pee all the time. My bladder was really weird. Like I felt like I had chambers in my bladder. Like I'd go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, I'd pee forever, and then I'd sit there for like 2 more seconds and I would pee again. Like it was like, what is happening now? So that was one thing that would happen to me. I know in week 6 I was at work and I was eating a salad because I was like, okay, what's something I can bring to work that's quick and, you know, that I'm not really gonna get sick of. And the salad, like the dressing just grossed me out. I was just like, I don't want this dressing. Like I couldn't finish the salad. It was just a Caesar salad. Like I love Caesar salad. So that was something. Smells weren't making me sick my first trimester, but definitely like pictures, like scrolling on Instagram and seeing food, I would just like start gagging. And like one time I was driving in the car and I was listening to the radio and they were just talking about something so normal at a restaurant, like I don't even know, like a PB&J sandwich or something, I don't know. And I was driving, like my mouth started to water. I was literally about to throw up. Like it was just really weird. Super gassy my first trimester, and even now I'm still super gassy. I definitely had to start writing things down because I was so forgetful. This pregnancy, like memory is just not there. Like I can barely remember what I did the day before. If people ask me how my weekend is, I'm like, I have no idea. I'll try to remember, okay, I need to get this, and this done today. I actually have to write it down because I'll just forget. So week 6 through 8 were all really similar. The only thing that made it feel like kind of a drag was just the fact that it went on for so long. Like the symptoms went on for so long. So all the symptoms were the same. I wasn't like grossed out by the smells or anything. Like everything was just the same. Just the length of it was super exhausting. Week 9 I started to get heartburn, and I thought it was only when I was eating spicy food, but it wasn't. Like that whole week I just had really bad heartburn, which I totally forgot about because people ask me like, oh, do you have heartburn? I'm like, I haven't had heartburn my whole pregnancy, but I wrote it down, so I guess I did. Oh, that was the other thing. Like I couldn't eat large servings. You know, whenever you read like pregnancy videos, they say like you're not really eating for 2, you know, like just eat normally, but just put in like snacks in between your meals. And I didn't really listen to that. So because my schedule is so busy and I'm on the go, I don't have time for snacks. And so I wouldn't eat until like 12, like noon. And I'd be so hungry and I would like order food and I would eat a whole bunch of food, and then that would just make me sick. So if I ate a large amount of food, it just made me feel disgusting. I noticed I was getting fuller a lot faster. I can eat a lot of food, but I was noticing I was getting fuller a lot faster. And once I felt full, I felt sick. So really, I wish I would have listened and ate 6 meals a day. It's not meals, but you know what I mean, like the 3 meals plus the snacks. I wish I would have ate 6 times a day because that would have made things so much easier. So about week 9, I was starting to sleep through the night. That was short-lived. Week 9 and week 10, I thought I was getting a break. I was able to sleep through the night, and that was nice. So at the end of week 9, my boobs started hurting so bad again. Like when I tell you guys, oh my goodness. And this is TMI, if you want to skip over this part, whatever. Your nipples, like if you get cold, mind you, it was like winter here, so I'm cold all the time. When I get cold, you know how your nipples, like they'll get a little hard if you're cold? No, My pregnant boobs, my nipples would get so hard and they stung. Like it felt like someone was grabbing my nipples and pulling them. Like it hurts so bad. Whenever like I knew I was starting to get cold, I would like try and hold my boobs to like make sure they stay warm. It rarely worked, but it was so painful. So earlier in my pregnancy, when I first found out I was pregnant, I noticed how sore my boobs were and how swollen they were, and that has not stopped. If I wear a bra all day and I take my bra off at the end of the night, the weight of my boobs just drops and it hurts so bad. It's just so much weight. And that started back up week 9, but hasn't stopped. It's simmered down a little bit, but not really. Week 10, my breakouts started happening, and I'm like, I'm having a girl because I'm having breakouts. Not true, because you will have breakouts regardless because of all the hormones, but my breakouts were so bad. I still have really bad breakouts. I don't know if you can see right here. I have a really bad one up here. They don't stop, and they hurt so bad, like so bad. Right once they pop up on the skin, it's just so painful. That's what I've really hated too. Week 12 is when I started having sinus problems. So I would get really congested, and everybody was like asking me if I was sick, and I'm like, no. And they say it's because you're pumping so much blood that it causes the congestion. And I'm in my 2nd trimester and I'm still dealing with sinus issues. Right when I lay down, my nose gets super stuffy, my chest hurts. It's just like annoying, and I like start to get like a head cold because of all the pressure that's right here. That started week 12 and kind of went down around week maybe 16, week 16. The other thing is the pain in your pelvis area. Oh my goodness. That was one of the things that made me really worried about this pregnancy. I would walk and I would kind of start limping because it felt like a really bad cramp. But it was like and I've always had problems with my right like lower abdomen, like where your appendix is and like your ovaries. So like people always thought that I had an appendix problem or ovary problem, but every time I went to the doctor everything was fine, but I've always had an issue there. And so it just made me worry even more that maybe something was going on with my ovary. Also, my doctor told me that it was my right ovary that the egg came from. I don't know. So I was just really worried that something was going wrong. The doctor said it's completely normal, and she explained it way better than I did. She said it feels like a rubber band snapping. That's exactly what it is, because it feels tight and it feels like something's just popping, like a rubber band is just popping. That is so annoying, and it doesn't stop. So I felt that probably week 8 a little bit, but definitely around week 10 is when it really started hurting me, like really bad. I'm out of breath. That's the other thing, you're out of breath all the time. Like from the beginning, okay, you are out of breath. Like just talking. First of all, I don't talk that much because I'm not around people a lot, so I really don't do a lot of talking. So when I do a lot of talking, I'm like trying to breathe. Just going up normal flights of stairs, like I can do my stairs from my garage to my apartment, which is about 4 flights, easy. I'm not out of breath. Now I can barely make it up the 3rd flight, and I'm like just breathing so heavily. And when I get into my apartment, I feel like I'm about to pass out every single day. So that's been annoying.
Why you bother me? Why you bother me? Why you bother me?